Hey guys, Glenn back here again. The Coupe project's about done. I've got most of the upgrades off of it now, and what I'm working on now is checking a core differential that was sent to me in exchange for the ATV that I upgraded, and figured I'd show you setup of the indicator dial, and we'll take a reading on this one, see how good it is. And I have another open diff complete pumpkin in the garage that if this one's out of whack, then I'll pull that one out and we'll check that one too. And I'll do a video on that one as well if I have to open it. So let's get started. The mess between sway bar sedan adapter kits and painting. I've been doing a little bit with these parts. So basically, I've got the Grizzly here. I've got the mag base set on the edge. It's switched on. And the way that I have the dial positioned is it's parallel to the ring gear. And I have the stroke of the indicator pin in line with the throw of the ring. So the tooth is going to go that way along with it. It'll go a little bit over to the edge, but we just want to catch the very tip of it back and forth. And that's as low as I could go to position this. Ideally, you would want this on this plane. I can't get that, unfortunately. This is good enough. So when the ring moves, it'll push the indicator forward. So we'll take a reading here. I'll try repositioning it and see if we get the same reading there. So let's make sure the backlash is away to get the low setting. And zero the dial here. Very sensitive. So it's already loose. Alright. So let's just touch the ring and push it, ease it forward. You'll notice the dial will stop moving. Don't keep pushing. Just pull it back. It ain't going backwards, just stop. Ease it forward. It stopped. Go back. It's staying at 0, so we should have a pretty good solid 0 on where the back side of the backlash is. So now, if we ease it forward until the dial stops, we'll take our reading. 5. This is saying 6.5, 6.25, so 0.0062-ish. It's in between the in-between, half of a half. So 5 is right at 12, around 12.5 tenths of a millimeter. Stock range is 0 to 15. So that's right around 16.5. It's a little over. The last measurement I got was actually on 7, which is 18, right around 18 when you round up. 0.18 millimeters, which is 0.3 of a millimeter over range, and would be suggested to re-shim, which I can't because there are no shims available. So no more than I'm going to be driving this car. It's probably fine, but let me reset the gauge and we'll get another reading. Be right back. Get another setup here. I positioned it over here on the lip, angled the top bar down some, and got it not on the top tooth, but 2 over, which should be good enough as well. It's pretty linear, the 2 travel is at that point anyway, so enough for us to get a good backlash check on it. So alright, that's That's all the way back. 0. Just rubbing up against. Hold on. Okay, so I got another setup here. It's pretty linear. It's dipping a little low, actually. I'm not gonna mess with it. Let's get a reading here. See how I got it set up. Alright, let's get it right there. Alright, that needs to be 0. Alright, try number 3. So I got this set up a little more linear with the case, so it should be in line with the gear travel. We got a magnet base mounted there. That's our arm going across. So let's hit the top of the tooth. Ease it back. Is that all the way back? That's all the way back. Alright, so let's 0 the dial. On the low side. Back. Autofocus isn't working too well. Alright, there we go. Let's go forward and back. Forward, back, forward, back. That's looking about 6. See if I can get perspective of it moving. See how much it moves. It should not move that much. You can see the tooth right here changing distance from free focus. Yep, it's about 6. That may be okay. It's awfully sloppy. Yeah, it's easing on over to 7 as I'm doing this. Back, forward, back. It's up to 7 now. Man, that's not good. That's out of spec. Let's see. Alright, I just rotated the gear. Push it back. Wrong way. I'm gonna go with 6.5. It's about 6.5, which is close to 17. I think, yeah, 0.17 millimeters. It's out of spec. Regardless, it's not always spec, so it's gonna wear down a lot faster with that amount of gap between the pinion and the ring. So I think I'm going to crack open the 3.7 differential and see if I can't swap the torsion differential unit in there. Take the open one out. So go from there with it, and I guess we'll see you later. Alright, here we go. I'm back. I've got both of the units. sitting up here. 1, 2. And take the cover off this other one to see what gear ratio. I think it's 3.7. The plate says, the cover plate says it's 3.9, but I don't think it is. That was an LSD. The other one's a standard with an LSD. I've got mixed covers, so it doesn't really matter as long as you look at the number right there. Let's see if I can get a focus here. Why don't I just turn the camera around? Alright, here we go. Got this one. No carrier in it. It's just pumpkin and the ring and the pinion still installed. And this is the one I've already done. As you can see, it's a 3.538, and it is the LSD. It's got the really thick ring. That's the first thing you can tell is the shape of the crown here on it and the thickness. So let's pop this open and see what we got. Oh no, I forgot a bolt. Derp-de-doo. See some towels in there. I think I got this from a fellow Coupe owner and another Coupe owner. This is actually part of the swap that Tom got the ATB setup that I shot the video on. So he's all set for laying some rubber down with some launches with that thing, because that thing's ready to go. I'm not though. Did I miss another bolt? No, it's just sticky right there at the bottom where that pin goes in. There we go. Not the best looking cover. I may use the other one. I don't know, hit it with a wire brush, should be fine. Alright. Caps are there. No shims, obviously, because the shims go with the carrier inside. Let's see what we got here ring wise. .39, dude. So I can't run that in the 6-speed. Crap. I can, but second is going to be problematic. First will be a little bit longer, but then second to third is just, yeah, I don't know if I want to try it or not. I'm not driving this on the track, so it's going to be my on and off daily driver. So the wear pattern looks really good on it though. So do I take that thing apart and swap it, or just leave it as it is and throw it in the car? I don't know. We'll see. I'll be back.